We have to stop stripping Jesus of his divine nature just to fit him into our worldview better. And what do I mean by this? So I was watching this video of this woman talking about a conversation with a pastor that she had regarding Jesus feeding the 5,000. And this pastor introduced this interpretation of that miracle, stating that it wasn't Jesus miraculously multiplying 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish to feed 5,000 people, but rather it was Jesus's teachings that inspired everyone there to be generous and kind and share the food that they brought with everyone else. And that's how everyone was fed. And that sounds great, right? And that sounds like something that we can apply in our everyday lives. And I think that we should, because Jesus did have a lot of great teachings that should change our hearts. But you can't strip the miracle that Jesus performed out of that story just to make it fit into something that's more comfortable for you. We can't reduce Jesus to just a good teacher. Okay, Jesus was God in flesh, and he performed these miracles that I know it's sometimes hard to wrap our minds around and to accept. You know, when we look at the Bible, we can see, and this is why it's so important for everyone to actually read the Word of God. Get into the Bible yourselves. Listen to it, read it, whatever you want to do. I've put readings out on the whole book of Matthew at this point. You can go back on my page and listen to that if that's how you want to consume it. But my point is that when you read the Bible for yourself, and you're not just taking interpretations from pastors, you see the difference in the way that the Bible talks. In Matthew 14, the feeding of the 5,000 is clearly written as a historic event. There are details. There were 5 loaves of bread, there were 2 fish, there were 12 baskets full of leftovers. It's written as a historical event because it was. Versus if you look at Jesus's parables, they're clearly labeled in the Bible as parables. And they're written in a more symbolic or storytelling way. It's something to make you think or teach you a lesson or a concept. It's written very differently. And if you're just getting interpretations, then you might think, well, surely it's written that way, but you have to. That's why it's so important to read the Bible for yourself, because then you will understand that it's not written that way. Feeding the 5,000 is not a story that is left open to interpretation. It is a documentation of Jesus's miracles that support his divine nature, that support his deity. And we cannot strip that away from him.